but as soon as Facebook and YouTube notifies you. So when you tune in, I want you guys to tune in strong. I want you to tell us where you're listening from. I want you to tell us, are you a mother? Do you have a baby mother? Do you have someone in your family who's a mother? I want you to tag all mothers to this video. Tag all mothers to this video. If you're listening to us live on our website, hey, y'all, share our website at realtalk100radio.com. Share it all over the world because this interview is with Wagonsfold. You might not know who Wagonsfold is, but Wagonsfold is Wagonsfold is going to be interviewing with me tonight all the way from the United Kingdom. Why? Because they're coming all the way to America in a couple months with a brand new product. It's a one-seater, it's a two-seater, it's a three-seater, it's a four-seat baby stroller, everybody. Can you imagine a four-seat baby stroller? If you have twins, if you have two sets of twins, if you have many babies, if you're babysitting, can you imagine what a four-seat baby stroller would do for a babysitter? Can you imagine that? Let's talk about it tonight live on Real Talk 100 Radio. Y'all, please share the video for me, no matter where you are around the world. This is all about Wagonsfold, and this is the owner right here. What's going on, my man? You all right?
I'm not bad. I'm not bad. You?
I'm not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm glad to be talking to you again. Let's start this thing off with a bang. Let's start it off with a bang. Introduce yourself to our listening audience tonight.
Right. For those that don't know me already, I was on the show last year. But again, just for everyone at home, my name's Stuart. I'm one half of the founders of Wagonsfold. It's a stroller wagon company. We manufacture and produce four-seater, two-seater, and we have the new world exclusive, just for Real Talk 100 Radio, the one-seater wagon live, which I will show the world and the listeners in a minute. It's massive. It's big. It's something that has been in the pipeline for some time now, and it's now finally here. It's here to stay, and we're coming, as you said a moment ago, to America with a bang. And this is the bang. The one is the bang, so to speak. It is the original, traditional wagon.
The traditional wagon for
That's
all
right.
for all you baby mothers out there, for all of you who are babysitting right now. This is for you. This interview is for you. We are with Wagonsfold, y'all. Before I ask anything else, before Mr. Wagonsfold himself says anything else, I want you guys to go and follow. Write it down. If you don't want to leave the interview right now, write it down. Wagonsfold. 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 Go and follow. Did I spell that right?
Well, you spelled it right, but I'll help everyone out at home. We've set up a new Facebook page, and that is specifically for everyone in America because there's the difference in servers, as you can appreciate. So the US version is Wagonsfold USA. That is the Facebook page for our American friends, our new family over there.
Wagonsfoldusa.com?
Yeah, it's wagonsfoldusa.com. That's it. And then on the Facebook, it's just Wagonsfold USA.
Wagonsfoldusa.com. I'm putting it up on the screen right now. Y'all go to his page. Go to his page right now. Boom. Wagonsfold USA on Facebook. And is that on Instagram as well?
It's not on Instagram yet, but it will link you to our British Wagonsfold page. And again, all the relevant information you can find on there. But we will, as I say, it's very difficult from the UK to be able to merge because of the two differences in the technical server. It'll be a lot easier once I land my feet in the beautiful state of Texas next month.
Let's talk about that. You're moving from where to where?
Right, we are. We mentioned it last time when we spoke that we were coming over to Texas, as we and we've made it quite sort of known recently. We are moving from the United Kingdom, where we are based, and we are moving over to the beautiful state of Texas. And we have set up our headquarters. Excuse the blah blah.
It's all right.
We have set up our lovely headquarters thanks to you guys at Real Talk 100 Radio. You guys have helped us out with the what we're calling the corporation headquarters, which sounds good on paper. I like it.
Sounds good on paper. Sounds real good on paper. I like that. The Wagons Fold headquarters.
That's the one.
I like that. Wagons Fold USA. Y'all go and check that out right now, because this interview is all about baby strollers. It's all about baby strollers. It's all about brand new baby strollers that have just been dropped on Valentine's Day, correct?
That's correct.
Why did you choose Valentine's Day to drop your product?
It's it's a bit of a cheeky one. It's for all those men out there that want something special for that beautiful lady in their life. They can you can get the traditional flowers, you can get the traditional box of chocolates, but if you really want to spoil her, if you really love her, men, get her a wagon. Get her a Wagons Fold L1. It's something that she will never regret. I mean, we'll go into the ins and outs of it later on, which will surprise and shock everybody of in this category because of what you get. We have a motto, and I'll say it now, and you'll hear me say it a lot throughout this interview. We have a motto here that we're going to continue over into the US, which is more for less. That's what you get with us.
You get more for less with Wagon Fold, y'all. More for less. That is a good one. That's a good one. And let me ask you this. When you came up with that motto, more for less, had you already looked at other strollers, other wagons, and seen and saw for yourselves that they weren't offering much? So you're going to make it better? Is that how Wagons Fold was born?
I think you've got it spot on. I think you're right. We done our research. We didn't just jump into the bandwagon, forgive the pun. We done our research. We looked into everything that was on the market for everybody globally, not just in the United Kingdom, Australia, the US, you name it, we looked. And they're all practically doing the same thing. And that is taking, I don't want to sound political when I said this last night. I don't want to sound political when I say this, but they're all doing the same thing in the form of taking your money. And they're good at doing that, but you're not getting much for it. Now, we have changed that because that motto, more for less, is exactly as it sounds and says on the tin. You get, and for instance, I mean, I'll show you in a second, but with this wagon, you don't just get the wagon that allows you to seat one baby, for instance. You get a whole variety of different accessories, and it's not going to be costing you anything more than the price tag that we've set on it. It's not going to be X price for the wagon and then ABC price for the accessories. That's not our way of working. That's not, we didn't want to be like all the other companies out there. We wanted to produce this product like with our 2-seater and our 4-seaters already on the market. We wanted to produce a product that allows you to have one fixed price, and that's the only price. There's no more hidden prices down the road, nothing that makes you want to sit there and go, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I'd done that. And let's face it, we all do that, even us men, and you can agree with us, Malcolm. You know, we all do this. We wish we had had something when we've just bought something. We see something else 5 minutes later and we go, oh, we wish we'd known, we wish we'd had the money, we wish we'd had this. And that's that's sort of what we've done with all our products. Is you get a fantastic product, whether it's the 4, whether it's the 2, or the brand new 1, you get that product, but you get what we would like to be, what we like to call the essential accessories, meaning, and they're what we deem. Now, we could be wrong, but we haven't been so far. That's not being big-headed when I say that. We've
No.
just we've listened to the consumers, the buyers. We've listened to them. They pay our bills. We are here for them. That's the way we look at it. We're not, I said it last night. We're not interested in the money. We're interested in making sure that every family, and that's including the US, our new family, everyone gets a fantastic deal at a fantastic price, and they haven't got that worry or that concern about any hidden prices later on down the road.
That's an awesome way to look at things. An awesome way to look at things. The money will come if you're satisfying your customers. Is that what you're saying tonight?
Again, yeah. I mean, look, it's not about greed, as I've said it last night, I'll say it again now. It's not about greed, it's about just producing a product that, in this case, like the one-seater that we're hosting tonight, this is the first, and I haven't been corrected, so I'm going to continue with this statement for as long as I'm allowed to. And I could be stepping over someone's toes here, but this is the first traditional, original one-seater wagon. There is no other product on the market that matches the design in which we've done here. Doesn't match what the concept is. If you look at, I mean, again, mums will know this. You will know this, Malcolm. If you have a newborn baby, okay, we'll start at the beginning. You know that you're going to purchase a pram or a stroller.
Yes, sir.
And then that stroller will do you up until the baby is either a certain weight, a certain age, or it's or both of them. And then what do? You spend $5, $6, $7, $1,000 on this one product, maybe lasts you for 6 months. And then what do? They grow out of it, and you have to then go and buy another product.
Yes, sir.
And that's something that we didn't want with the one-seater. The one-seater allows you to go from birth right the way up through to toddler or older, whatever your situation is. It allows you to continue on that path without changing it. You don't have to. There's no. You've got to replace this wagon in 6 months' time or 4 months or whenever. It will do you from birth right up. The accessories that we said, that the essential accessories that we've added to the wagon, they are what every family with a newborn needs, and we have provided that again at no extra charge. The price you pay, when I tell you the price after you've seen the product, you will be amazed and astonished, because you are getting so much, as I said at the beginning, more for less, so much but for so little. And it's been really successful for us in the UK. We have, we spoke late last year.
Yes, sir.
And it has just been absolutely chock-a-block. We haven't stopped. I mean, when I spoke to you last year, I had no hair. I've grown my hair just for the pure basis of, one, to show I'm not stressed much, but it makes me look smarter and more presentable, I'm being told, which is fine. I'm happy with that. But yeah, I mean, it's been a ride. It has been a ride, and it's just going to become even more of a roller coaster because of the fact of, like you said in the interview, we are moving over to the US. I'm coming over at the end of March to oversee the arrival of the one-seater in the US. The American people have been so welcoming already, and it's been. I said it last night, and I was talking to Laura, the wife, about this. It's the American people have really become our best friends, so to speak, and we don't say that lightly, but it's true. We've had customers that have not even seen the product. And they're already sitting there going, we love the sound of it. We love what your concept is that you've designed, that you're promoting. When can I buy it? And it's like, well, this is amazing. You're wanting a product you've not seen. But that just indicates, as I said last night, we're obviously doing something right because of that comment I made. They want a product that they haven't seen yet already, and they're prepared to wait for it and pay for it. Now, we'll go into payments and things later on, but on that sort of indication, on that note, that's a good sign for us, and it's a good sign for the world, because I used it last night, and I'm going to use it again now. The world is a big word to use, but this is the world's first official traditional wagon. And it's something that is not just going to stop with the UK or the US. We are taking this globally. There will not be a single country that has not got, but within the next 5 years, a Wagonsfold L1 in it, because it's a real good rival to all other strollers out there. It's going to be a game changer, because, like I said a moment ago, what you get in this product, it will amaze you. It truly will, because you could then take what I've said, go onto Google, go onto the web, look at other branded wagons there are out there, and see what you get and don't get. And that's the most important thing to say in this, is what you don't get. That's the difference. Yeah, I can't really. I'm excited. I've been nervous. I don't get nervous very often. But this is the one, and this is the one that's going to make a big difference to the world and to everybody's lives. And we're looking forward to being a part of that adventure that we love being a part of, and we love seeing the families that, like we stated last year when we spoke about our 4-seater and our 2-seaters, the families that couldn't get out before, that now can, because of our product that allows them to go places they couldn't, because they have that extra child, that child that can't walk, or vice versa. So it's something special, and it has been so far a roller coaster, but I know it's about to get a lot bigger. So,
Stuart, let me ask you two things, if I can keep my thoughts together here. Number one, you said that Wagonsfold's baby strollers will change the baby stroller game. It'll revolutionize it. Explain yourself about that. How is the Wagonfold baby stroller different than the others?
I think it comes back down to what I said a moment ago. It's, if you go back to the way I described that, when you buy a product, when you buy a pram, a stroller, you spend $500, $600, $7,000 on that product. Your Litland is only in it for one of two reasons, or until one of two reasons. Either they become of age of 6 months, or they become of a weight that cannot allow them to remain in that stroller. So you spend $1,000 on a product out there,
yes, sir,
and they're in it for 6 months. That's $200 a month. With the wagon, you spend, again, I won't tell you the price until in a minute, but you spend the price on the wagon, you won't be paying anything more in 6 months' time. You won't be paying anything more in 1 year's time, in 2 years' time. You will be, what you pay is that's it. That's the wagon. That is there from start to finish. And that's something, as I say, that we are really, we feel that we've really honed in on, because it gives people that money saving opportunity where they can have a beautiful wagon, for instance, our wagon, and it's not costing them an arm and a leg. And I know that's a term that I don't, you may not be familiar with, but it's true. It's not going to cost you the earth to purchase, and it's not something that's just going to last you, and then you put it in your cupboard and you never touch it again. It's something that's there from start to finish and beyond. And we can discuss beyond later on after you've seen the product, because as I say, the product's here with me. It's right by me. And in a bit, well, when you're ready, Malcolm, I'll turn the camera around so everyone can see the live version of our little one, so to speak, in action.
Okay. We'll get to that in just a second. But right now, to everyone who's tuned in on our website at realtalk100radio.com or tuned in on our live feeds, I don't care what page we're on, please continue sharing the video, because we want the entire world to know who Wagonsfold is. Wagonsfold Mr. Stewart is on here today. He's on here today to introduce America to Wagons Fold. Right now, they're in the United Kingdom. That is where we're broadcasting from via our software here. And we're so glad that he has chosen us to debut his product. He was on the show about, I don't know, Stewart, what, about 6 to 8 months ago, right?
I think it was about 6 months ago. That's correct. Yeah.
About 6 months ago, we already debuted one of his products. Today, actually, on Valentine's Day, he debuted the one-seater, correct?
That's right. Yep.
The one-seater baby stroller is going to revolutionize the baby stroller industry. All of his products at Wagons Fold are going to revolutionize the way baby strollers are looked at. And that's why we want you guys to share this video, because there are plenty mothers that are going to have newborn children very, very soon, whether it's the next tomorrow or whether it's next month, whether it's what's this month. This is March, January, February, whether it's in April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, or December, whether it's next year. We want those mothers tuned in to this interview. Why? Because we want you to find out how you can get one of these Wagons Fold wagons. Let's talk about that right quick. How can someone order a Wagons Fold? And are there any reviews where they can go and see the product and see the specs on the product?
Right. So on the first part of the question, where do they go? Right. So we have set up, as you can appreciate, again, we're in the UK, so we have a UK website, which is Wagons Fold. Now, we again have set up an American Wagons Fold website, which we mentioned earlier on in the show, which is wagonsfoldusa.com. That has all of our products on that you are able to buy, including the one will be on there. If it isn't on there already, it's on there. It will be on there, and you will be able to purchase from within the US once we land in March. At the end of March, we will go live. But for now, you can obviously go onto the website. You can see what we offer. You can see the price of everything that we offer. You can use that as a good time to go out there and do your price comparisons. I'm well 100% positive you will not be able to find anyone out there that's cheaper than us. And we that's the first part of the question. On the second part, I'm going to drop a real good surprise for the US citizens listening, and for anyone that buys. It's on our website, but I'm going to make an announcement live here, and that is that. And forgive me, because obviously I'm learning the difference between the way the US works and how it works in the UK. But one of the things that we are doing is we are removing customers paying sales tax. So that is from what our research is, we've done, and we've spent a good 6 months doing this. Sales tax is obviously paid, as you're aware, on every state. It's based on a certain percentage of the value of the product. That is obviously when you buy a product like another branded wagon out there, you could spend $900 on a wagon and then pay in this instance, the Texas has a 6.5% sales tax.
Okay.
That is then added to that $900. So that $900 wagon, for instance, turns into a $943. Yes. And then on top of that, you have then your delivery. Now we are going to charge delivery because you can appreciate the US is a big place. But by removing the sales tax from that burden, it makes the product. I think personally, it makes the product more attractive to customers because there is that saving there. What they're saving in sales tax, they can either put towards the essential accessories or other accessories they want, or it's basically paying for the delivery, to be fair. So they're not paying anything more. So again, it's that concept. It goes back to that concept, more for less. And we're just doing everything in our power, and we've done it here in the UK. So for anybody in the US, we have a thing on our website currently, which is called the cost of living prices. And that is our prices being quite low because it helps out the citizens in the UK, because the UK is going through the extremely difficult time at the moment. And it's, for some reason, it's the only country in the world, I'm being told by local news, that's going through this problem. But regardless, so what we've done is we took our prices down from when we spoke last year. Our prices were around about 889 English pounds, which I'll get onto that in a minute in dollars for you. But we lowered that price. So in the UK, people who purchase a wagon from us will only now pay, I think it's about 725 English pounds. So that's quite a big jump down. But we've done that because it allows families and businesses to continue running, most importantly, and it allows families to still be able to get out and have those adventures that we want them to have, they want to have, and we think they deserve. In the terms of money pricing for the US, we are literally going to replicate what our prices are. So in the US, if a product is, for instance, in the UK, £7.99 English money, it will be $7.99 in the US. We are keeping the basic numbers the same for everybody. Again, done our research to make sure that we're obviously doing the right thing for everybody, and as far as we can see, we are. And again, it's more for less. Affordability is there. There is nothing on the website that we have that you won't be able to afford. And we are also implementing as of March as well, which is also going to be a big help for a lot of families in the US who are not necessarily going through a difficult time, but who, may want this wagon badly, but they can't afford it just yet. We are going to be introducing a interest-free payment scheme through a company called Klarna, who is pretty big in the US. So for the benefit of the US citizens, you will, if you purchase a wagon at $700, for instance, you will only pay $700 if you purchase it through Klarna. They are an interest-free scheme, and they have made a massive impact and helps a lot of families out in the UK. And I'm grateful and lucky that they're in the US, because it means, again, we can bring it over to the US and continue on our help for other families out there who, as I say, want the wagon but just can't maybe afford it all. And again, it's with Klarna. If you're not familiar with it, you pay a percentage in your first installment, and then a month later you pay another, and it's spread basically over 4 months. So it's nice and easy. It's not one large lump sum. It's forced payments, but it's again affordable for everyone, and it's interest free. So who can really moan about an interest free payment scheme? We would all love that.
Right. We all love that. We all love not paying those taxes, man. I mean, like you said, it might be $154, but by the time we get through paying, it's $184. And Wagons Fold has figured out a way to cut the taxes. You don't have to pay taxes on their products. Am I accurate in my statement?
We're gonna, I think the easiest way of it is we're going to cover the sales tax for you. Okay. We're going to cover that sales tax for you, because that's our way of saying thank you. You shouldn't have to pay. I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, I said it at the beginning, I'm not going to get into political, jargon and all that. But I mean, I'm looking forward. It sounds silly. I'm looking forward to paying taxes in America, because, the tax rates that you have out there is nothing on, and I don't mean that in a horrible way. It's nothing on what we pay here in the UK. The UK is on 20% tax.
Wow.
And as a business, we're then paying another 20%. So in total, for us as a company, we're paying 40% tax, which is a lot of money. And, forgive me, in the UK, we don't see where that goes. But we have done our research, and in the US, you do see, you pay your tax, you know where it goes. It goes towards the schools, it goes towards the churches, it goes towards the roads, and all those that need it. And that's something I'm extremely, it sounds silly for a human being to be saying, but I am looking forward to paying taxes in the United States because it is nothing, as I say, on what we do in the UK already.
Since you brought taxes up, I have to ask this next question. Is that the reason you're bringing Wagons Fold to the United States?
What, taxes? No. Oh God, no. The reason for coming to the United States is the call and demand is in the United States for our product. United States, as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, has already brands of wagons out there established, but there's always room for another. And there's always room for another like us who, like I say, more for less, who are looking out for the customers, not ourselves. The taxes are irrelevant because, like I say, we pay 20%, 40% in the UK. We have some of the highest in the world. We could move where the UK is based. Lisa, your partner, would tell you the same thing. I could jump ship and go over to Europe and pay less tax. It's ridiculous, and it's disgusting how it works over here. But I'm just grateful that it's lower taxes, which means that I can do the things I need to do as an owner to help the customers in the US. By having those lower taxes means that, like I say, we can take the burden of the sales tax. Like I say, it could just be $40 in sales tax. It could be $70 in sales tax. But like you said, you purchase a product for $150, you get to the till, it's not $150, it's $180, it's $190, it's something, it's $200, and that's something we don't want our customers, our friends, our new family, the US citizens in the US to think that that's what's going to sort of occur. We, like I say, we will charge delivery. That's something we can't get around. There's no getting around that one. But if we can eliminate, like I say, the sales tax, then we will do, and we are doing. So every state, no matter where you are, California, Texas, New York, your sales tax will be eliminated from your purchase of your wagon.
Okay. Awesome. I love the sound of that. Wagons Fold is going to pay the sales tax every time you purchase a Wagons Fold wagon. Well, no matter if it's a 1-seater, a 2-seater, a 3-seater, or a 4-seater, they're going to pay your sales tax. They want to stick out. They want to stand out away from all of the other baby stroller producers or production lines in the world. They want to stand out. They want to differentiate themselves. And this is one of the ways they want to differentiate themselves. So we want you guys to go to wagonsfoldusa.com. It's on the screen right now. Stuart, they can check out some of the product lines right now, correct?
They can, that's right, yep. They can check out the accessories, they can check out the 2-seaters, the 4-seaters, and I haven't put the 1-seater on there yet because obviously I'm giving it live to you guys. I didn't want anyone to have a sneaky peek before the show. That will go up once the show's finished. I will activate that, and that will allow everybody to go into the ins and outs. As you can appreciate, I said it last night, we have been extremely busy, so I am over this remaining week going to be continuing to add bits and pieces to the website, like for instance the size of the wagon. Now, when you see the wagon in person, it is small. It's amazingly small. From if you were to look at the measurements of our 4-seater wagon, and then compare it, you would see that there's a 40 centimeter difference, so just over a foot difference in size of the 1-seater. That's how small it is. It's compact, it's small, it's going to fit into people's boots. So that's the other reason we've done this design of the wagon, is it will allow families with smaller cars to be able to have this product, because let's face it, we don't all have big SUVs. We don't all have monster trucks, boots, and things like that. You know, there are people, families out there that just have normal cars, and there's nothing wrong with that. But why should they feel they can't have a wagon if they can't fit it in their boot? And I think that's a really, you know, beneficial thing for us is the sizing. The sizing matters. As I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll set the camera. I'll move my little camera, and then we'll have a look at it live. If everyone's ready, I will turn it round, and we will have a look. Right. Can you see that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
I certainly can. I certainly can. That is a Wagons Fold one-seater, correct?
That's right. This is the one. This is the world exclusive revealing, of the one-seater wagon live on your show.
I love it. Can you tilt it to the side so people can look in the inside of it right quick?
Yeah, that's what I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go one bet for you. I will show you what you get. So, what you get already is you get the standard. This is what we mean by the traditional wagon concept. So it looks like a wagon. It has the arch in the canopy. It is a wagon-looking product. But what you get with us is you get the certain features that we're quite proud of, and they're in certain trailers and advertisements that you've probably seen on our website, which is things like you get the purpose-made saddlebags, which is this area here. This is a 12-inch deep saddlebag for additional storage, but instead of just having one pocket, as you can see here, which, as I say, is 12 inches deep and 10 inches wide. So it's quite a big saddlebag. But as I'm saying, you don't just get one pocket. You don't get two. You get 3 pockets on just one saddlebag. But the great thing about it is there's not just one saddlebag. There's 2. So there's one on the other side. So we've kept that concept in there because that has been extremely popular. 6 pockets, 6 12-inch deep pockets. The amount of storage is phenomenal, and it has really helped families out. I mean, you get on our wagon, as you do on the 2 and the 4, you do get the standard, and I'll just move it round for you. You do get the standard backpack, which again is the full width of the wagon. And again, this is 10 inches deep. So again, extremely large for putting in your personal belongings. And say nappies, wipes, whatever you have, bottles, you know, it will take it. You know, people put shopping in there, so you get a rough indication of how big it is.
Yes.
On the back here, you've got the standard vegan brown leather handle with the Wagons Fold logo embroidered into it, which is really something we're quite proud of. You get the standard retractable handlebars, which has 3 levels. This does go, as you can see there, and I'll just turn it back to the side. That is flat and flush to the wagon. So when you fold this up and it goes in your car, you haven't got a handlebar sticking up thinking, oh, where am I going to put that? It lays flat. You know, It goes all the way up. So you have that option as well. However you want to have it. It has 3 settings, like I said. You've got your standard for the taller person, you got a lower for the more smaller person. But what we're now proud of, and this is what I will say before I go into anything more, is the price. I said to you I would let you know what the price is now, and I will do that now for you. What you see here and what I'm about to tell you is going to, you know, if you're not sitting down, I would sit down because I had to. So, what you see here and what I'll go into in a moment, you are only going to have a price tag of $669. And when you go back over what I stated a moment ago, this is going to do you from birth right up until the child is old enough to walk or no longer requiring that additional support when out and about on your adventures. So there's that $669 price tag. You get this wagon. You get the saddlebags, as I said. You get the retractable canopy, which goes up and down. So you have that benefit of it going all the way down into the onto the top of the frame here, as you can see. So if you've got the sun and you've got your baby in there laying down and the sun's above you, you ain't going to have to worry about that extra protection. This will go all the way down, flush, and protect your baby. This is UVC protected factor 40.
Okay.
So it will protect your little one from those harmful rays. Now also, now remove it here, you get the standard, and this is what we were talking about earlier on, the essential accessories. So this is also your snack tray. So again, what you're seeing, everything I'm showing you is just $669. Now, as I say, that goes again, this snack tray goes the full width of the wagon. So that gives you a good, again, indication of how big or small, I think is probably the better way to say it, how small this really is. Again, it has pockets on there for you to be able to store your bottles. And it's a white, clean base. So again, if there is spillage, which let's face it, children have spillage, there's no denying that, it's going to be easy to clean. It's not going to stay. It is extremely easy to maintain. I'll move that to one side for you. One of the things that we're proud of, and we wanted to continue with our branding, is this specific one has it's black camo, but it's of that white clean material. So you can spill, sticky fingers, chocolate fingers. It is going to wipe off with great ease, and it will not stain. So again, that's something that we have found to be extremely popular.
Did you say it will not stain?
It will not stain. It is wipe clean.
Okay.
You can put sticky fingers, chocolate all over it. Let's face it, it's all oil-based foods. It will easily wipe off. The whole fabric on the wagon is easy to remove, and will go in your washing machine if push comes to shove and you don't want to use a wet wipe on it. That's how easy. A quick wash will clean it. Boom, like that.
Okay.
You also get, because this is for a newborn, and many customers have also asked us if you can use the wagon as a travel cot. Now, the simple answer to that one is yes. It is a travel cot for your little one as well. So it's quite a versatile wagon. It does a lot for the money, and this is something we're quite proud of. So for that reason, we have added compared to other brands on the market, we have added the same white clean material, which I'm showing you here, to the base of the wagon. So that way, if there is spillage, if you have a little one laying down on it in the cot, and let's face it, again, children have accidents, you ain't going to worry about staining the original wall of the floor. It again is white clean, dries easy, dries in seconds, and it's another great feature of this wagon, because again, there isn't, as far as I'm aware, and I will make this statement online on there, as far as I'm aware, no one else again has this style of base in their wagons.
Okay.
So that's something that's quite important. The other thing, I'll remove the canapes to give you a bit of a better indication. The chair. The chair, as I say, I will turn to one side and I will tilt for you. So there you go. So you get the one seat. Harnessed, 5-point harness, allowing your little to be protected, which I think is the main, obviously, purpose to any families. Strong wagon of any sort is to make sure they're safe and they're secure. But what makes this special, and this is the other thing as well. Forgive me, I'm not going to jump back and forth, and I did this last night, but this is stupid. I do it all the time, and you'll learn to love me for it. This is for a stroller, this stroller only weighs 20 kilos. It's not very heavy at all. It's extremely light. I mean, this is one finger picking it up. It just about, I know I'm a man, but it is that easy. It's that light. There's nothing to it. That's something else we wanted, because one of the things that we wanted to stand out over all the other brand of wagons out there is the fact that sorry, let me just go back, is what it does. So when we're talking about the seats, for instance, the seats we've reinforced. Now, that's what we mean by that is our seats will allow a 10-stone person to sit on it, which is quite a decent weight. The wagon itself, I don't know why, I don't know what we've done, but it holds 500 pounds.
Wow.
Which is quite an amazing amount of weight. Especially, some people say to me, well, why 500 pounds? Who's going to get in who at 500 pounds is going to get in your wagon? But you'll be surprised. And let's be honest, you will be surprised. And the thing about our wagons is, especially the 4-seaters and the 2-seaters, they're not, we have sold to adults who have disabilities because of the size of them, will allow them to, say, for instance, stretch their legs out rather than be sort of cooped up in a wheelchair.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's have a big impact on the world, because it's allowed, again, something different even for the adults. 500 pounds for the wagon, 10 stone for the seats. One of the things that we mentioned to the world is that we was going to go with the magnetic harness on the seat, but we felt after strong reviews and just the way the mechanism works, and for anyone that knows how the wagons that we've got already, the magnet can be quite piggledy to put together, and when you've got children that are bouncing around because they don't want to be placed in the chair, and we all know what that's like, we want something that's quick and easy. So we have reverted back to, I will just remove, we have reverted back to the traditional, we've gone a little bit more, and I'll come in a bit closer for you. We've gone back to the round, what we call clunk click buckle. Let me just pull that down for you, forgive me. So there it is there. Simple buckle, where are you there? Simple buckle into the side, obviously, when it's attached to the side part. Simply click in, nice and easy. And the same on the other side. Nice and easy. Push the button in the middle, pops open, release the child. So yeah, nice and easy. Where the magnetic ones, like I was saying, the reviews were good, and it's 21st century and it's the in thing. But for me, it's about safety. It's about making sure the children are safe and secure when pushing along. Because let's face it, there are children out there that have disabilities, bless them, and they, I've got 2 of them, and they do bounce around. And the last thing I need them doing is popping the buckle and escaping, bless them, because of their problems. This will allow your child, no matter what, to be secure. The other thing about this chair that I've just held up for you is this is not your standard, again, chair. You're not sat upright like it was. This does recline at a 90-degree angle. So if your little one, like for instance, 6-month-olds still have naps, 1-year-olds still have naps, at least you can tilt move the chair forward, and it reclines at a rate that is suitable for them to have their there now. And what I'll do is I'll demonstrate that now for you, the recline position. So just like that, you can see that I am still talking. I'm not out of breath. And I've just done it. It's reclined. And I will show you now from the front angle. I will tilt it forward for you. You can see it is reclined at a nice 90-degree angle. And then what I'll do as well is just for everybody at home is I will move it there, and you can see again the angle of the chair and the seating for the baby to lay down or toddler to lay down in. And again, it was that easy to do. Something again, which is what it's all about. You don't want to be having all this figgledy-piggledy stuff involved. You want something that is extremely simple and easy to maneuver. The good thing about this is, excuse me, is this folds up without taking basically anything off, apart from the snack tray, which is the only thing you'd have to remove. The rest of it just folds up nice and easy. I'll put the chair back in the standard position, and just like that, one on. And the chairs are very easy to remove, as you can see. Basically, you would remove the saddlebags, they would go inside, and then basically from there is I will do it for you. This is live on air, so if it goes wrong, you can sit there and go, haha. You can remove the saddlebags to keep them in place rather than just sort of leave them dangling down the side. They're just kept on. There's a Velcro strap around the back that just allows it to stay in place. Before I fold it up, if you can see this here, where I'm pointing, there's two bars. These bars here are what allow us to make the claim that the wagon holds 500 pounds. There are other wagons on the market that don't have this support bar. That, again, their weight limit is, say, 300 pounds or 250 pounds. But this is what, as I said, this is what I don't understand. And forgive me, because it's my baby, so to speak. We have added things like the bars that I just showed you. We have added the support bar to make the chair capable of holding 10 stone. Yet the wagon is lighter.
Okay, it's lighter.
It's lighter. Like I said, this one weighs 20 kilos, very light. This wagon. I can give you an example. If I can't say it, forgive me because I'm going to say it now. So if there's a lawsuit, just go send it to Stuart. He can deal with it. It's fine. This wagon, to give you an example, this wagon is smaller than a wheelchair and smaller than a bugaboo donkey. Now, for those out there that know bugaboo or have children in a wheelchair, that will give you an indication. If I'm saying, Stuart Phillips is saying this is smaller, that should pique your interest because it is smaller than a wheelchair and smaller than a bugaboo donkey. And they are pretty, as you can appreciate, big strollers. So, as I was saying before, I'll take the bag off the back. And it's literally, as you can see, there you go.
So you have to take off the front bag, the front.
No, you don't have to. As I will demonstrate, I will put the bag back on. I just took it off because I was knocking it. There you go, bag back on.
And the wagon fold will, no matter if it's the 1-seater or the 4-seater, it'll fold up just like that and fit into your back seat or your trunk of your car.
Yeah. Just like that.
That is amazing. That's amazing because I can imagine the 4-seater is probably twice as big as that, huh?
The four-seater is, and I said it earlier on, the four-seater is 40 centimeters longer than this. I believe this is 70 centimeters in length. So that's a good indication of how big this is. It's 70 centimeters in length, and I believe it's 50 centimeters wide. It's not very big at all. The four-seater, let's say, I think is about 110 to 120. There's a good indication of how much of a size difference there is. But again, you've got to appreciate that's a four-seater. It's there to hold four children. It's not going to be small. But it still folds up like this, nice, tight, and compact.
Okay.
But for us, with this one-seater, for instance, this will go into any normal standard car, not, I've heard many stories, and it's quite shocking because it's stories like this that infuriate me as an individual, because the stories have been that I've wanted a wagon, like mine, for instance. I bought one, but I've had to then replace my car to get it into the boot. You shouldn't have to do that. You should not have to do that at all. This will not require you to go out and replace your car. This will fit into a standard Toyota, which I know they have in the United States there, and it will fit in there and still have plenty of room to put your shopping in.
Standard, or your standard car, this will fit into it no matter if it's a one-seater or a four-seater.
That's correct.
That is amazing, 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 Stuart. Amazing how you broke that down for us. I mean, even a kindergartner would understand.
Yes, it's not we're not prepared to. Let me come back around for you. Let me just put all this stuff. Let me come back around. There you are. We don't want to. How can I put it? We're not, as I said at the beginning, we're not interested in, just doing this for the money. We're not interested in that. We're interested in the long-term effects it's going to have on families' lives, family budgets. And this is going to make a big difference especially on the budget side of things, because like I said, what you just saw, forgive me, I'm just going to have a drink.
That's okay. Take your time, sir.
What you just saw, with a price tag of 669, it ain't a thing. There is nothing else on the market that offers you what I've shown you. There's one item I haven't shown you, and I actually haven't got it here, which is really bad on my part. It's actually the part that's actually the most important, and that is the bassinet that a newborn baby will lay down in. I can run and get that if you want me to. I'm happy to do that. Yes, give me 30 seconds.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. A special edition of the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show on Real Talk 100 Radio. We're talking to the owner of Wagonsfold, everybody. You might be saying, Malcolm, what in the world is Wagonsfold? Wagonsfold is a baby stroller producer in the United Kingdom. And that's where he's at right now. That's where we're broadcasting live from. I'm in America, of course, and he's in the United Kingdom. And he's coming over here to the United States in late March, and he's coming with Wagonsfold. He's coming to revolutionize the way the world looks at baby strollers. You might be saying a baby stroller is a baby stroller, but that's not the case. Stuart and his team have been analyzing baby strollers for years, and they've come up with their own brand. It's called Wagonsfold. We want you guys to check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Wagonsfold. They figured out a way to take the sales tax off of your purchase, take the sales tax off of it, and give it back to the community. They want to give the sales tax back to the community because they're tired of people being taxed. And he says that in the UK, you think we got it bad in America. He says in the UK, they get taxed. I mean, astronomical figures, y'all. 40% small business gets taxed 40%. That means that somebody doesn't want somebody to be successful. So that's one of the reasons he is moving his company to America, because of the sales tax. He says that he wants to take the sales tax in America and give it back to the consumer. That's right. You heard it right. Y'all check out Wagons Fold. He wants to take out the sales tax. When you make a purchase with Wagons Fold, he's not going to charge you the tax. It's a flat rate. And he's already talked about it. I'm just rehashing it while he puts this piece together back here for us. This is a bassinet, right?
This is a bassinet. It is the base that your newborn will lay down in. Now, for you to use the bassinet, obviously, you're not going to be requiring the chair. So that comes out. But again, you get it all in the box. So when it comes to that time when your little one doesn't require to be laying down anymore and is of age that they can sit up unaided, and again, that's whenever you feel the baby is ready, you remove the bassinet. It's very easy and simple. You just watch me there, click it in, just like that. Very easy, just like the chairs, in and out, like that. I'll show you what the bassinet looks like. The bassinet base is the same white clean base that I showed you earlier on, that goes on the base of the floor of the wagon. Again, done in the white clean material, so you don't, again, newborns, let's face it, they all have accidents. You haven't got to worry about stains and vice versa. It is going to be extremely easy to clean and remove. I'll show you it now. So I'll bring it a little bit closer for you. So the bassinet is very simply, let's stick it there for you, this here. And it is 12, it's 10 inches down, actually. I'm not going to go 12 inches, 10 inches down. It is on a sponge, as you can see, I'm pushing down. It's on a padded sponge floor, suitable and passed by health and safety, all the relevant qualifications passed, that allow me to state that you can lay your newborn baby down on this base to go to sleep from birth. They can stay in this the whole time that they are babies, and let's face it, we'd all love them to stay that way forever, but we all know, unfortunately, they have to grow up eventually. But once that time comes, simply remove the clips, simple and easy, take it off, put it to one side. Let's face it, you may have another one down the road in a couple of months, couple of years, whatever. Place the chair back in. Because it reclines even at 6 months, like I said earlier on, you will have an extremely practical chair that will allow your 6 months to recline back at 90 degrees and to have their naps. 1-year-old can do it, a 2-year-old can do it. They will be able to have their naps in peace. Now, we've all had it where you've had the prams, the strollers, and your child has fallen asleep sitting upright. And you're like, oh, don't do that. You're going to hurt your neck. You're going to hurt your back. It's not good for them. You're right. It's not good for them. It is going to hurt their back. It is going to hurt their neck. The reclining chair has eliminated that. 90-degree angle, have a nice little nap. When they wake up, you slide the recliner back into place and they're back upright, sitting the way they should be, like they're not asleep. That's the difference. And that is the bassinet. So like I said earlier on, the 669 price is what you see in front of you. What you get for that price is this wagon. You get the 2 saddlebags. As I say, we're extremely proud of them. No one else has these. These are 3 pockets per saddlebag, 1 saddlebag each side, 12 inches deep, 10 inches wide. They are big and they are massive. And if you've seen my trailers for these on our website, on Facebook or Instagram, forgive me, because some people have said they're a bit sort of, I don't know, what's the right word essentially use? Maybe they give off this sexy vibe. But that was the intention. It's not done with any sort of disgust or anything like that. It's done as A, a bit of fun, and B, to indicate that this is what you get. 12 inches of deepness. That's the term I actually used in the trailer. But you get 3 pockets in each bag. So that's one thing. You get the bassinet that I've just shown you there. So that's your newborn car. You get your standard bag on the back. You get your all-terrain wheels, the big wheels that you can see down here and at the front. So that will allow you to go off-road, down the country lanes, the sticks in the woods, wherever it is you want to go. You also get the seat. For when you no longer require the bassinet, the seat then comes into play. You get the canopé top that obviously I've taken off for the benefit of this video. You get the snack tray. But the other thing as well, and I haven't mentioned this, and this is where my wife will be if she's watching this or she watches this tomorrow. I'm in the doghouse because I haven't mentioned this, Malcolm. you get the rain cover. That's one of the most important things. You get the rain cover to cover this wagon, just like you do with the 2-seater and the 4-seater. All our wagons, our 2 and our 4, come with a rain cover and snack tray in the box along with the wagon. So again, when you buy that at the price we've got it up at, you get those. You haven't got to pay out for them. You haven't got to spend additional money. You get that in the box. This wagon here, you get everything I've just shown you and you've seen throughout this interview. The seat, the snack tray, the canopé standard, the saddlebags, the storage bags, the white clean floor. You get the bassinet, all of that for just $669, and that is going to make one massive difference on any expecting mum budget. It's not $1,000. It's not $900. It's $669. It's a fantastic price. It's perfect for everybody. And like I said earlier on, Malcolm, and I heard you say it a minute ago as well, this is going to make a difference to a lot of families because of the price and because of the fact that it is a product that goes from birth right up until the child is of age that they are able to walk without having naps, without needing that additional break. But the wagon will always be there if they do, because the seats hold 10 stone. That's a nice big weight for any bench to hold. And we have tested that. Again, that is on our safety certificates. We have tested that rigorously to 10 stone. I think it went just over 10 stone actually, but I like a round number, so I've brought it back down to 10. Yeah. I don't know what else I can say. I don't know what else I could do, to be fair, to help families out in the US, in the UK, in the world, because other than just let them know what, look in my eyes, if you can see them from where I am, you don't need to pay what you think, you should have. We're not in this to take your money. We're not in this to brainwash you and tell you need to have this product, and then you're going to spend another $150, $200 in 6 months' time, or you're going to put that £1,000 product to one side in the cupboard and never use it again because the child's outgrown it. This is something that you will only pay $669 for once in that child's entire childhood life. You will only pay $669 because it will do from birth to, as I said, whenever they're able to walk, don't need a nap, whatever.
Awesome presentation by Wagons Fold, y'all. This is the owner of Wagons Fold. I am interviewing him from the UK, y'all. He's tuned in. Tell him where you're from. What city are you in? What town are you in? What township are you in, Stuart?
Right. So I'm originally from London, from the lovely city of London. But I currently live just on the outskirts in a nice little place called Kent, which is deemed the what's it deemed? It's the green garden of Kent, and it's lovely. Let's be honest, it is nice. It's not got the hustle and bustle of the busy city life, but again, our definition of busy city life is nothing again on how your city life is out in the US. For instance, my son said to me the other day, he said to me, so I've done some research, Dan. I said, okay. I said, okay. So what's that? He says, Texas has 28 million people in it. I went, all right, okay. Yeah, that's a good number, which is the equivalent of Australia. And I was like, okay. And he says, on size-wise, Texas is is 3 UKs, as he put it. So you have to put 3 UKs together to get Texas, and it's only 28 million. Yeah, in the United Kingdom itself, there's 70 million. So that's a good indication of how it works. But no, the family are looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to benefit, I think, a lot of my family's needs and requirements. I have children that have disabilities, bless them, and I have children that are not of disability, and the US will give them variety and friends and people that actually care. And that's what we've noticed with the great American country, USA, is that they are so friendly. You are all friendly. You care, but it's not care because you're nosy like what they are in the UK here. You genuinely want to get to know me. I want to get to know you. You want to get to know my family. You're not just sort of being friendly just so you can sit there and gossip behind my back and vice versa. You want to know, you want to help, you want to make sure that we are all together. And that's what we are looking forward to. The children want to be able to have friends that they know are going to be friends for life, not just for 5 minutes until they have some silly falling out. But we know it happens. We know it happens, but we're not. We're old enough to know that, Malcolm. We know that the kids have fallouts, but not in the frame of what they do over here in the UK. That it's the people, I say, are lovely, and everyone I've spoken to in the US are just so welcoming. Come say hello. Come see us. Come say hello when you land. Come here. Come there. I've met you over a phone. I've met you, like in your instance, over the internet, on radio and live. You're all friendly, and that's the main thing. My dad, bless him, used to say that it doesn't cost a copper coin to be polite and friendly, and he's right. It doesn't.
That's right.
In the UK, if I had a copper coin and I tried to be friendly, someone would probably pinch it off me. In the US, that mentality still remains. You are friendly. You want to be our friends, and it's genuine. And that's what we are so looking forward to. And we are. I'm a people pleaser, so I'm so looking forward to seeing the smiles that we put on families' faces, where they can go and do these adventure trips. They can go out and they can go places that they couldn't go before, thanks to the wagon that we've produced and made. And again, the pricing, as I say, it always comes back down to the pricing. We're not expensive. Where there are other brands, and I've stated it. There are other brands out there, but you don't feel that you have to go to them. What we have is exactly the same as everybody else. We just have done it in a way that will benefit you in the long run. I'm not interested in taking money off you in 6 months' time. People said to me, sell the wagon, have the bassinet in it, take the chair out, sell the chair later on. No, that's not me. That's not us as a company. That's not what we wanted to do. We wanted you to just have that one price. That's it. You walk into my store, you walk into my office, I send the product out to you. You only come to me once, and that's it, because you get everything that you need and require in this product, or in any product of ours, to be fair.
When you brought up your store, we have about 10 minutes left in the show tonight, so I want to wrap it up with a couple more questions. You mentioned your store. You have any idea where your store is going to be located?
At this minute in time, we was looking at the state of the town of Springs, as I mentioned last year when we spoke, but because of the way that everything is moving, and because of the help that yourselves have done for us with the space that's been made available, we have sort of put off the store for a minute because we want to make sure that we get it right. I don't want to rush into something, and I think everybody, can appreciate that. I work well under pressure, and so does the wife, but we just want to be right. We want to make sure it's right. We know Springs is right, and that's where we aim to be. But the unit, the rental place that we lease from, has to be right, and that's the main thing for us. It's been the right location. It needs to be practical for everybody to get to, and surrounded by shops that, it will help out the community and vice versa. We could just slap it anywhere. We could put it in some, storage unit and say, come on down, here we are. But we're not going to do that. We want to, like I say, be correct, do it right, and now you have to do it once. And that's the main thing for us.
Do it right the first time. I say it all the time because you're double working yourself when you don't do that. We're talking with Wagons Fold tonight. Wagons Fold is located right now in Kent, United Kingdom. Am I saying that correctly?
That's correct. Yep.
Kent, United Kingdom is where they're located now, but they will be moving to Spring, Texas, or Texas, rather. They haven't figured out exactly where yet, but they're coming to Texas at the end of March. So this interview tonight was all about the revolutionizing of baby strollers. I like to add my little flair to it.
I love it.
Revolutionizing baby strollers tonight. If you're tuning in late, if you're watching the replay tonight, tag all, I'm just being me, tag all your baby mamas, tag all the mothers of your children, tag all your aunties and uncles and aunts and grandmothers, anyone, your babysitters, tag them all. If you're watching the replay tonight, put hashtag replay in the comments, and let's talk about baby strollers. Let's talk about the pricing. That's the last question of the night. You made one of your points tonight is to stress that your stroller was only $600, $669, correct?
That's correct.
In comparison to other strollers, are you saying there are $1,000 strollers out there?
Look, I'm one of the things that everybody when we come out there, and you'll find this, I'm someone that will tell you it straight, and it may upset people, it may not upset people, but I think if I tell it straight and tell it as it is, then you will appreciate it in the long run. You can go and purchase a product like a wagon, for instance, from another company already established in the US, and you will pay, say, $699. So we'll use that as an example. But you then have to buy other accessories that you don't get with it, like you do with a Wagons Fold brand. And what I mean by that is you pay $699 for a wagon, but then you might have to pay $90 for a rain cover. So that takes it already up to $790. You then have, if you want the snack tray, which, let's face it, if you've got a 2-seater wagon or a 4-seater wagon, you're going to want a snack tray for those lunchtime snacks or whatever it is that you're doing, or even just to put the beakers in when they're having their juices. That, again, on other companies, that is $50. So that takes then your $790 price tag up to $840. So you've gone in mind with a fact that I've got a budget, Stuart, of $700, and all of a sudden I can have the wagon I want, but the essential bits that I actually need, the rain cover, which we all need at the end of the day, and a snack tray, that's additional costs. So that then takes, as I said, that takes your wagon from being a $700 wagon up to an $840 wagon. Then you add your sales tax to that. So we'll use Texas as an example, and I'm not afraid to say this. It's $43. It's actually not. It's actually $48 because I've the pricing difference. So it's $48. So that then takes your product up to almost $990. That
Yes.
then doesn't then include if they charge you delivery. So delivery could be $35. So then your wagon turns into $1,000 purchase.
Yes, sir.
And originally you walked in with just a $700 budget.
Yes, sir.
But you have to pay that, otherwise you don't get the product. Even if you don't get charged delivery and they offer free delivery, you're still paying $980 for a product that, again, you had in mind, in your mindset, that made you want to go buy that $700. With this wagon, the one you've seen tonight, the one-seater, $669. You won't be buying a rain cover because you get that in the box. You won't be buying a snack tray because you get that in the box. If you were to buy the bassinet, sorry, that's something I forgot. If you were to buy the bassinet on the any other brand of wagon on the market, that in itself is $70. So that there takes you over $1,000. So back to what I was just saying, $669. You get the rain cover, you get the snack tray, you get the bassinet, you get all the essentials, the necessary essentials in the box, and you don't pay anything more. You're not going to pay for the rain cover. You're not going to pay for the snack tray. You're not going to pay for anything like that. What you've just seen live on air, whether you're watching it now live or whether you're watching a replay, what you get is what you get in that box at that price of $669. And on top of that, we are removing the sales tax for you. So you don't have to pay that additional, oh, I want it so bad, it's $669, but I've got to pay $43 in sales tax. No, you haven't. We're going to cover that for you. All you need to do is buy the wagon and have delivery. That's it. And delivery, depending on where you are, I think the worst case scenario is if you're in Washington, because we're based, obviously, we're going to be, our corporation headquarters is in Houston. I think from Washington, it will cost you $43 in delivery. But again, with other companies, when you add up what I've just said a moment ago, all the essentials, accessories, you add them all up, you're over $1,000, and that's before you even get delivery. So again, you know, you're looking at almost $1,100. Excuse me. You're looking at almost $1,100 on what should have just been a $700 purchase. We're going to eliminate the sales tax. That's something that will save you money. We're going to pay that for you. All you pay for is the wagon. You get what you've just seen, but you then just pay delivery. And as I said, depending on where you are, the most expensive is, I think, Washington, like I said, which is $43. From Texas to Washington, I'm not geographically savvy on how, you know, far that is from Texas to Washington in the sense of miles, but I'm pretty savvy enough to realize it's not round the corner. So, you know, it's gonna, I think it's justifiable for $43. The company we plan to use as well has guaranteed us 7-day delivery. No matter where you are in the US, you will get a 7-day maximum delivery date. You don't get anything more, which I think again is important, because you shouldn't feel that you shouldn't, you know, have to wait, you know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, etc., to get your product. The day you purchase, and this is something I said, I've said to people before on question times we've done in the UK, is if you rung up Wagonsfold, 9 times out of 10 you will get me talking to you. So you can ask me those questions, you can relay stuff to me that I've said, and just remind me that I've said it so I can do it for you. If you purchase your wagon tomorrow morning, it will be scheduled to be picked up the next day. There won't be no waiting around. There won't be no sort of, you're going to wait 3 or 4 days. We're not going to charge you handling taxes and all that malarkey. It will be scheduled the day after you purchase it. Like in the UK here. In the UK, if you purchase it, like customers have done tonight, I've got customers' wagons being picked up tomorrow. They purchased today, it's being picked up tomorrow. They will have it delivered to them on Friday. They work a 24-hour delivery purchase over here. I could do 24 hours in the US, but again, it's stupid amounts of money. I don't want you to pay that. I'm not going to encourage you to pay that. It's worth the wait. And I'd rather you pay the simple standard delivery. 7 days maximum is all they're saying. From Texas to Washington, from Washington or Texas to New York, 7 days is all it's going to be. And it's worth the wait. And it's worth, as I say, if you've got to pay that $43, it's worth it, because you're going to get a great wagon, but on top of that, you're still saving money in the long run from other companies. And also, as I say, we're covering that sales tax no matter what state you're in. And that's something we noticed from the other brands, is that certain states haven't been able to get hold of other brands in the US because of that sales tax issue.
Yes, sir.
And that's something that we don't want. Like I say, I believe California is the highest at 11%. Texas is 6.5%. There are some states out there that are 2%, 3%, 4%. It don't matter what you are. We will cover it for you because you are important to us. And that's the main thing. I suppose it's like the term used, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Well, we're not scratching anyone's backs here. It's, I'm taking care of you. We're going to take care of you. The Wagons Fold brand is going to take care of you financially and literally with the product. You will always be able to get hold of one of us on the phone. Our customer service, I think you asked us earlier on, which I didn't actually answer. You asked me about reviews. Yeah, there are reviews on our website where we've had customers that have blatantly wrote in our reviews that they have returned other wagon brands back to them because they want our brand and they are looking forward to our brand when it comes out in the US. And that's really, really touching for us because we're just a little company in the UK, and to have that impact already on such a big state,
yes,
is phenomenal. We have been extremely lucky, as I said earlier on, to be able to do this. We've been extremely lucky to be able to create the one-seater because that is going to make a difference, not just in the US, not just in the UK. It's going to make a difference in every country because every country we are a force to be reckoned with, as someone wrote in our reviews, and that's true.
Awesome. A force to be reckoned with, y'all. Wagons Fold baby strollers. They have 1-seaters all the way up to 4-seaters, and they want to revolutionize the way the world looks at baby strollers. They're coming to Texas at the end of March. They'll be located in Spring between, I'm going to narrow it down. I don't know if it's going to be on the other side of Houston, but it's going to be located in between Spring, Magnolia, Tomball, or Conroe. Am I close enough?
You're close enough, yeah.
They're going to be located somewhere in this region. They haven't figured out exactly where yet, but you guys can go. If you're watching the replay, I have I have what I want you to go and search this product. Go and look at the reviews. Go and look at the specs on the products that he's selling today at Wagons Fold. This is the owner right here, Mr. Stewart. Mr. Stewart is the owner of the company, and you can purchase or browse baby strollers manufactured by Wagons Fold at the website, wagonsfoldusa.com. And follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Wagons Fold, y'all. Hey, he's coming to America, and we wanted to make the announcement. We're proud that he wanted to make the announcement with us, y'all. Stewart, in the last 3 minutes of this show tonight, at the last 3 minutes of this interview tonight, is there anything we may have left out of this interview that you want our listening audience to know?
No, I just think I will recap what I've said. 669. From what you saw tonight, those that are watching it live or not watching it on repeat, 669 is what you will pay. You will get, as I said earlier on, and I'll say it again, you will get the bassinet, you will get the chair, you will get the snack tray, you will get the white clean material, you will get all the standard features of a Wagons Fold brand, the saddlebags. You will also get the rain cover. And if I've missed out anything, forgive me, but you will get it all. You won't pay a single cent, dime more. 669 plus delivery. That's it. No sales tax. We will cover that for you. We want to help take the burden off of families, businesses as well, because at the end of the day, these products are great for childminders, nurseries, just as much as they are in the UK. We do very well with them. We want to make sure that everybody can have this product. We, as I say, are joining forces with Klarna, which will allow the customer to have interest-free payments. They won't pay anything more than what they see it at, which is another good thing as well. It's just a fantastic product, and it's for everybody, not just one, not just two. Everybody is entitled to this, newborns. And again, look, I didn't say it earlier on, but I'll say it now. Even if you already have a newborn and you sit there and go, "I want a one," have a one. We'll just remove the bassinet for you. Simple, nice and easy. Or the bassinet will stay in the box, and you may have another child in a couple of years' time when your little one goes to school. Then you can start again from the beginning. You haven't got to buy different strollers throughout your little one's growing up childhood. You have one product, and that's all you need, and that's a Wagons Fold L1 wagon. From birth to toddler, it is there for you. No more payouts on any other form of stroller or pram. It is just one product, one price, and that's it.
That's it. That's it. That's it. I can't get over it, y'all. I can't get over the fact that he's not wanting you to pay any sales tax. I have never had anyone tell me that except on Black Friday here in the United States. On Black Friday, we don't have to pay taxes sometimes. And Stuart doesn't want you to ever pay sales tax. He's going to pay the sales tax for you. He's coming to Texas very, very, very soon. It's Wagons Fold, y'all. I have the information on the screen. Boom, right now.
Can I just say one thing? You
Yes,
mentioned there, and I just want to say this to you, because obviously we're live, so I can look you in the eyes as best I can on the screen. It's because of yourself, your business, you and Lisa's help that we are coming to the US. It's thanks to what you guys at Real Talk Radio have done for us that has allowed us this opportunity, not only to bring the brand, but to bring my family. And that's the most important thing in this, is to bring the whole package to the US. So I have to thank you guys for that. And I thank you personally, sir. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And I mean that.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. We live by that mantra. We do everything we can to help, especially where family is concerned. I've yet to meet you in person, but I can't wait till you get here, sir.
I look forward to it, and I do. You will get a gentleman's handshake with a bit of a tip and a pip and all that, because I saw your video last time at your drive-through. I saw that.
Yeah, I'm a little bit silly. You caught me being silly. And you'll get more of it once you're around me more. I hit it one more time, a tip and a pip, huh?
A tip and a pip. Jolly ho, boy, jolly ho.
Yeah, he caught me being silly. Y'all have caught the end if you're just now tuning in, or if you're watching the replay. We've talked about Wagons Fold, the product line of baby strollers, y'all. Baby strollers. Wagons Fold is going to revolutionize the way baby strollers are looked at. So please tag your babysitter. Please tag your baby mama. Please tag the mother of your children. Please tag the grandmothers that watch the children all the time, the brothers, the sisters. Y'all might want to invest in a family Wagons Fold, y'all. It's a stroller that you can get in 1-seater all the way up to 4-seater. They're coming to Texas, but you can go to their website right now. Look at the specs. You can look at the comparisons. You can look at the reviews at Wagons Fold USA. It's right here on the screen, wagonsfoldusa.com. You can also follow Wagons Fold on Instagram and Facebook right now. That brings our interview to a conclusion tonight. But we want you guys to keep it locked to Real Talk 100 Radio from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock tonight. Because, hey, put the babies to bed. Put the babies to bed. I can't say it enough. Because we've got the Talk About It with Kimberly Reese show coming on. And the topic, Stuart, you might want to check into this. You and your wife Kimberly Reese wants to know tonight, is there ever a chance that your wife or your significant other or your boyfriend, girlfriend, side chick, side dude, is there ever a chance that they could be too freaky in the bedroom? That's what Talk About It with Kimberly Reese is talking about tonight from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Follow Talk About It with Kimberly Reese on Instagram and Facebook. She's coming in here. She's our Wendy Williams, y'all. She talks a lot of I got to censor myself because I'm on my monetization page, but she talks a lot of, you know what? She talks a lot of SHIT, censoring myself, and you're going to enjoy her. She's very entertaining. She's very energetic. She's very controversial, but she's very, very insightful. So y'all keep it locked to Real Talk 100 Radio from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock tonight by going to realtalk100radio.com from your phones, your laptops, or your Bluetooth devices, or tune in on our Facebook Live or our YouTube Live and watch us. Please call in. The call-in number is 832. The caller's number, we changed the call-in number. Ignore the number at the bottom. The call-in number tonight is 832. Oh boy. 832-282. I can't remember, but I'll have the number up in a few minutes. We have personalized phone numbers. I have to memorize that number. But y'all make sure you call in later. Here it is right here, 832-830-1286 from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Is there ever a chance that your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your side chick, your side dude can be too freaky? Is there such a thing? Stuart's already saying no, everything goes. But tune in tonight from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Talk About It with Kimberly Reese. Get back to the conclusion of the show. We have been with Wagons Fold. I have the information up on the screen. This is mostly what you need to know about Wagons Fold. They're revolutionizing how baby strollers are looked at worldwide. They're revolutionizing the way baby strollers are looked at worldwide, y'all. Tag your baby mothers, tag the mothers of your children, tag your grandmothers, tag your babysitters, anyone who's going to be keeping your children, and let them look at this video. Let them go to the website, wagonsfoldusa.com. Find out about this revolutionary baby stroller produced by no other than this man on the screen right here to the left and to the right. If you're depending on how you're looking at the screen, this is the owner of Wagons Fold. And that is the conclusion of this interview tonight. Thank y'all for the likes, the shares, the comments there. And we're going to be out of here for tonight until 8 o'clock. So tune in. Thank you, Stuart, for being my guest tonight, sir. And we'll see you in a couple months. I can't wait to find out where you're going to be located and where you're going to be living, sir. Have a good night.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Welcome, sir. Good night.